If he moves, if you move now, that's gonna be weird. If you come back right now, this is gonna be weird. Hey. Hi. As the Steam bio details, Vail is a competitive multiplayer shooter centering on co-op gameplay. Picture it as having the same nature as CSGO, Valorant and Rainbow Six Siege, with the arena style aspect from Splitgate and a dash of Destiny for good measure, all encapsulated in a neat package for VR. AX Labs, I hope I'm saying that right, is the developer and publisher based in the US that's been working on this game tirelessly with a unique team for the last 6 years. It's only been within the last 2 or 3 months that this game has come up on my radar, but since then has been very loud in attempting to claim its seat as a top tier VR shooter. The more I delve into the VR world, I'm realising that games have all sorts of jankiness, whether it be your avatar has arms and they just don't flow correctly with your real body movements, or it be your hands get stuck in the walls and stretch 3 meters away. I've played a few games now, all with their own issues and some having multiple, but to me, Vail VR seems like it's free from most of those game breaking issues. That's not to say there are none, but certainly nothing I would throw my controllers at the wall over. The good thing about this though is that the developers, as far as I can see, are listening to the players and rectifying many bugs consistently, and with it being in testing still, this means it can afford to take its time and fix these issues. As I'm writing this, I'm also playing, so with that in mind, some of what I say could possibly be fixed, changed, or removed completely. Straight off the bat, when I loaded in, it wasn't what I expected. What I did expect would be just a generic start screen with matchmake, settings and a quick game option. Instead, I was greeted by a sort of futuristic building with a crisp shooting range that had everything I wanted straight away. And with that, my first move was to test the weapons out, and I must say they're not bad. Graphically, they look great, and I'm not even on a high-end headset. One of my favourite things about VR is that you can kind of learn how to reload each individual weapon. It's not just as simple as pressing R on a keyboard. Add to this the different assortment of weapons available. It makes choosing the right weapon for the specific map you play quite a nice feature adding to the arena style gameplay. As I was exploring the main lobby area, there seemed to be individual objects around the place that were highlighted in some way. This makes me wonder if they'll come into play in the future and what they bring to the experience as cosmetics for the player model or personal lobby area. Also, if anyone hasn't found it yet, attached to the cat statue, there's an AK with a custom cosmetic skin. It's pretty cool, you should go check it out. For the better part of an hour while I was looking around, I had no idea what this object did, or if it had any use in game at all. That was until I joined a game mode called Artifact. It was then that I realised that this was the main object in activating the bomb site, and with it being inside the social hub and armour, it's nice to be able to practice how to use it before going into an actual game. With that trial and error of events behind me, I decided to start searching for a game. Unfortunately for me, living in Australia at around 7 PM and the evident lack of player base in the OCE region, there was not a single lobby with more than 1 player in it. That was until I joined a group of 2 that turned to 3 and then into 6, and I got my first taste of Vail VR. The utility you can carry in a game is basically a primary and secondary weapon and 2 throwables, choosing from either smokes, flashbangs or grenades. The smoke grenades were the most impressive to me, as they've got the same look as a Valorant smoke, just with the added detail of whoever steps inside the smoke radius starts having a coughing fit, which then provides sound cues for the other team, which is a nice touch, giving the smoke grenade both defensive and offensive capabilities. Throwables are located on both forearms, which, if I'm going to be honest, can be a little finicky to get at. I've had numerous times where I accidentally grab ammo off my chest and just general tracking issues. And to top it off, everyone I've spoken to in Vail has been super nice, and I haven't met a single toxic individual, which is refreshing. But honestly, that's probably because the player base is so low, and if popularity skyrockets, that may become an issue, as it is in basically every other FPS game, but not limited to. If you're unsure of how to play, just ask someone. Say hi, open that door for communication, and ask the basic questions. People will help. With everything I've spoken about today, Vail VR has to be one of my favourite FPS games in VR at the moment. It looks great, it sounds great, it operates smoothly, and is just technical enough for anyone to pick up and play, but also provides that competitive competition that VR needs right now. My only wish is that more people will play it, because until then the full potential of Vail VR can't be reached. Overall, Vail has definitely made a splash, and it'll be interesting to see what's to come in the future as the developers aim for a November early access release. So, if you're watching this and thinking, what should I play today? I'd say request access and play Vail, at least once, and tell me what you think. Stay up, stay humble, stay good. Peace.